Well, greetings and salutations, everyone. I hope you're all doing well today. Today I have a bit of terrifying information to share with you. I also have an update on Yosemite. Before we get into all of that, though, a couple links I'd like to share. As you know, I rely on Patreon, PayPal, and my merch store to help the channel to continue to grow and go. Those links are in the description below. Also, Dogman Frightening Encounters, Volume 1, 2, and 3, the audiobook versions. They were written and researched by Tom Lyons, narrated and produced by me, Jeffrey Nadolny. They are available on Audible, Amazon, and iTunes. The links to those are also in the description as well. Now, everyone, I have taken too much of your time. Let's get on with today's upload. Shall we? Alright, briefly before we start this upload, I do not know what the name of Victor's book is going to be or is. I know he has a name picked, but he has not shared that with me. I've gotten a lot of emails and I've seen a lot of comments. If he was going to share that, I think he would have shared it last night. I'm not trying to be rude. I just don't know, honestly. I wish I did. But I think that there's a reason why he didn't share it. I'm not sure if that's true or not. But I don't know, guys, and I apologize. I wish I knew more than what he shared last night because that's all I know, to be honest. So, but I'm looking forward to it just as much as you guys are. So when he does let me know that it's going to be available, I will let everyone know, probably 100 times on this channel, that it's available and where you guys can get it. Other than that, that's all I know. So, all right, let's get into the good stuff. All right, guys. So as of late, there has been no updates on the Cott County, Tennessee attacks, which doesn't surprise me any. That's how they do it. That's how they've done it. We probably won't hear anything for a very long time unless there's another attack or something. I don't even know. But I'm guessing that we're not going to hear too much about that. Even though it was headline news around the country, just like Colorado was, just like the guy down in Texas, like all of the attacks. The little boy in Kentucky, Brenda Hamilton, it's all national news until they feel like they have not really brainwashed us, but fed us enough BS that we'll just take that BS and run with it. So nothing about Cott County, which is kind of baffling to me. Not really, but it's disturbing nonetheless. They, like I said many times, Charles Owensby is, he's not a good guy. Or who knows, he's got a criminal past, but he, they wanted to pin that on him. And just like the gentleman from Tennessee said, so all of the older ladies, the grandmas, on Sunday read the news and they feel content. Yosemite, though. Yosemite is the mystery. Now, something that's very disturbing to me is that the lack of anything, the lack of any wounds, any kind of information, toxicology report came. It's a very baffling case. I mean, we're talking about a dog and their family, a young family, a family that's just starting out. And it's very disgusting. that I really honestly believe that the government has some sort of involvement. And I'm going to share with you the updates that I have, but I want to share something with you that really freaked me out. Now, I know people kind of mocked or called BS on Victor when he talked about the chips on the Dogman, the werewolf. But what I'm going to share with you right now almost, how do I explain this? Shows you exactly how crazy the world's government is. And if they are capable of doing this, or capable of even harnessing a dogman or werewolf, and then capable of doing this, what else are they capable of doing? Honestly, if we or our governments are capable of this, how far will they go? And when do our lives start to matter again?
Robotics company in Japan this week. 4 robots being developed for military applications killed 29 humans in the lab. And they did it by shooting what he called metal bullets. I didn't know there was any other kind. The scariest part is that lab workers deactivated 2 of the robots, took apart the 3rd. But the 4th robot began restoring itself and somehow connected to an orbiting satellite to download information about how to rebuild itself even more strongly than before.
After I heard that, I immediately thought about, Terminator and Skynet. And then I thought, what would stop these if this happened in America today? The Dogman, the werewolf, or are we in the near future going to be food for these things? And then AI come and take them out. I don't even know where to even go with this, but it's terrifying. And this mysterious deaths in Yosemite that doesn't make sense is government caused. Here's the updates, guys. We have not had an update since August 26th. 5 days. Silence from Yosemite. On September 1st, at 6:45 a.m., this was released by CNN. Federal forest officials closed trails and campgrounds in the remote area near Yosemite National Park because of unknown hazards located in the area where a family and their dog were mysteriously found dead last month. The bodies of Jonathan Garish, Ellen Chung, and their 1-year-old daughter, Maiju, and their family dog, Okis, were found by search and rescue workers on August 17th in a remote area of the Sierra National Forest, near the South Fork of the Merced River, according to Mariposa County Sheriff's Office. They were found on the Savage Lundy Trail. The Sierra National Forest said it closed the area where the family was found as a precaution due to unknown hazards found in and around the Savage Lundy Trail. What are those unknown hazards, though? What are they? Designated recreation sites, roads, and trails in the proximity and or leading to this location will be off limits to the public. The National Forest said in a statement Saturday, the closure is effective until September 26th. Since the closure was announced, the U.S. Forest Service temporarily closed all national forests in California due to multiple wildfires burning in the state. Investigators have not yet determined what led to the mysterious deaths. Autopsies on the family and a necropsy on the dog were inconclusive, while toxicology results remain pending. Some results could come in as early as Wednesday. Christy Mitchell, spokesperson for the sheriff's office, told CNN the only potential causes of death that have been ruled out include gunshots or any type of weapon, chemical hazards, specifically along the Savage Lundy Trail. Detectives have not ruled out the possibility of toxins in the area near the trail. Signs warning of a toxic algae bloom has been posted since mid-July along the South Fork of the Merced River in the vicinity of where the family was found. Water samples of the area, along with samples of drinking water the family had packed, were also sent to the lab for testing. Search warrants for the family's home and cars turned up no significant evidence. Their phones have been collected and are undergoing data extraction by the FBI. We know the family and friends of John and Ellen are desperate for answers. Our team of detectives are working around the clock, Mariposa County Sheriff Jeremy Brees said in a statement. Causes like this require us to be methodical and thorough while also reaching out to every resource we can find to help us bring those answers to them as quickly as we can. Family was generous, amazing, friends say. Steve Jaffe said he met the couple in San Fran years ago, and they grew very close after relocating to Mariposa area. They were amazing people, generous, Jaffe states to CNN. They love their daughter very much. Garish worked for Google and had recently started a job at Snapchat, according to Jaffe, who was alerted by friends after the family did not return home for a day hike last month. The family's nanny found no one at home when she arrived the following Monday morning, and after Garish failed to show for work, alarm bells went off. Jaffe states they were amazing, loving, doting family. He describes the couple as beloved with their very large group of friends. It's a bewildering event. There's something so disconcerting about what happened. Whether it's environmental or man-made, it's obviously something they encountered, Jaffe added, speculating about what may have led to their deaths. Mitchell said the area where the family was found is popular in the spring because of the beautiful wildflower blooms and is very hot at this time of year. And there was little shade. She said the family was well prepared for a day hike. All right, so now California has closed all their national parks because of wildfires. That's understandable. It is very understandable, but all the national parks are not on fire. It's weird that how long they're closing this section of woods off for. 26 to September 26th. We're talking 40-something days, almost 50 days that park is closed. This whole unknown hazards found in the area of Savage Lundy Trail. Well, what is it? You found it, so let us know what it is. Why won't you tell us? It's crazy. Now, I don't know. Part of me is thinking that maybe they were savaged by a dogman, a werewolf, a squatch, something else. And they don't want us to know. So they just keep pretending that these unknown hazards are real. Yeah, toxic algae blooms are real. They're very real. But I encourage people to look it up because they had their own drinking water. They weren't swimming. They were on a day hike, a simple day hike, and well prepared at that. And any doting parent would make sure their child was hydrated as well as their dog. I mean, there's a picture of the family. It's not a small dog. I mean, it's a good sized dog, maybe 50 pounds, 60. But we all know that, any dog is protective of their family. Just none of this is making sense. And then here is today's information that they want to brainwash us with. September 3rd, 2021. The couple had backpacked in the Himalayas, ridden camels through the Gobi Desert, and checked off the Burning Man, even creating their own hashtag, an amalgamation of their first names. So, a day hike in the Sierra National Forest, even with the demanding switchbacks of triple-digit heat, would not have been unusual for Jonathan Garish and Ellen Chung, husband and wife transplants from San Francisco, who had recently become parents to a little girl, Maiju, during the coronavirus pandemic. But the trek would be the family's last. Search teams found all three of the bodies August 17th, one day after the family was reported missing, not far from Yosemite National Park. The family's dog, Oski, an Aussie Akita mix, was also found dead. I had an Akita. I'm sorry to interrupt this, but I know how loyal those dogs are. And Australian Shepherds are very loyal. And both dogs are fearless and will protect their owners. Something's up. And they're very intelligent dogs, both breeds. Both breeds are very intelligent. More than 2 weeks later, investigators are still confounded by what caused their deaths. Teams in hazmat suits have already combed the area for clues. On Saturday, the U.S. Forest Service closed trails and recreation sites near where the body was found. The Forest Service had previously posted warning signs about potentially toxic algae blooms in the area. The agency said it had to take these steps to protect the public from unknown hazards. The development further disconcerted those who knew the family, including Stephen Jaffe, a friend and neighbor in Mariposa. "It's mysterious," Jaffe said in an interview on Wednesday. "The unknown of what danger possibly lies there." Listen to that statement. The unknown of what danger possibly lies there. He's questioning. He's very intelligent because he's questioning right now. He's saying, I don't think he wants to be on the radar, but he's like, what the F killed my friends, man? The unknown of what danger possibly lies there. Mr. Jaffe said he became friends with the couple when they were all living in San Francisco. He described Mr. Garish, a software engineer born in Britain, and Mrs. Chung, a graduate student in family therapy who had worked as a yoga instructor as outdoor types who were experienced hikers. Well, they had to be because they hiked the Himalayas and the Gobi. Mr. Garish, 45, had worked as a software engineer for Google. According to his LinkedIn profile, most recently, he worked for Snapchat. According to Mr. Jaffe, Ms. Chung, 30, was raised in Southern California. "It's such a beautiful family," Mr. Jaffe said. "It's obviously so devastating." Initial autopsy results had provided no answers to the authorities. Investigators said that there were no signs of trauma and that they were investigating possible lightning strikes in the area. They will just... If there's no friggin' trauma, then why are they... A spokeswoman of Mariposa County Sheriff's Office said the email on Wednesday that there were no new updates in the investigation. In an interview with the Fresno Bee, Sheriff Jeremy Brees said that he had never encountered such a mysterious case. It's frustrating, and we are not going to rest, Sheriff Brees said. Our biggest mission is safety, but also the family, bringing them closure and being able to support them through this tragic time. On August 17th, the California State Water Resource Control Board, using a water quality reporting map on the website, warned the public to stay away from algae and scum in the water near the South Fork of the Merced River in the Sierra National Forest. An incident description said that the agency had received a report of suspected illness in the area. The warning previously made reference to a fatality, but was changed to say illness, the Bee reported. Do not let pets go in the water, drink the water, or eat the scum on the shore, the warning said. Keep children away from the algae. Do not eat shellfish from this water body. Forest Service, which temporarily closed all national forests in California this week because of wildfires spreading across the state, did not respond to a request for a comment. According to the sheriff's office, the family was reported missing on the 11 p.m. August 16th. The next day, search teams found the couple's vehicle near one of the gates to the Sierra National Forest. Their bodies were found a short time later near Devil Gulch. The Savage Lundy Trail. My initial thought was perhaps the car veered off the trail, said Mr. Jaffe, who cut short a trip to Croatia when he learned that the bodies had been found. People were going to go out and look. In an Instagram post on August 2020, Mrs. Chung beamed over the birth of their daughter. Their daughter was everything, Mr. Jaffe said. They were devoted parents. None of this makes sense. None of it. I don't know if I got my aluminum foil hat on today, but something, I don't know. I think the government, I know the government is involved. I know that something is up. I don't know if they're lying about the lack of trauma to bodies, but something tells me they are, because a lightning strike would cause severe trauma to a body, if you think about it. And but yet they bring that up. Something's not right. Something's very off. I don't know who to trust anymore. I know I can trust you guys. I know I can trust myself. But something just isn't right in this poor family that really, they were experienced in the wilderness, in the outdoors. They were great parents. 1-year-old daughter, their dog, plenty of water. I mean, I could see if they were just, some people who had never hiked or just were amateurs or, beginners. But these guys were freaking experienced, man. You're not hiking the Himalaya or going to the Gobi Desert without having experience. And just going on those 2 quests gives you experience. Gobi's hot as hell. Himalayas are dangerous. And they go and die on a friggin' trail that is popular among tourists because of the blooming flowers, the blooming wildflowers. It doesn't take a genius to figure out something is friggin' wrong here. I don't know. Anyway, I guess I'm going to say question everything from now on, because you've gotta. I never really thought when I started this channel that this is the route I'd go down. I thought I'd just share encounters or, share encounters. But now, after hearing so many encounters and starting to realize how crazy and corrupt things really are out there, I am just beside myself. Now, don't get me wrong when I say the government that I don't like, because I love America. I love this country with all of my heart. And I love every country. I don't have a problem with anybody. We're humans. But when I say these people, the 1%, the 1% is going to kill the 99%. Hopefully not. But they're on a pretty good friggin' track. I really think so. It's kind of strange that tagged dogmen and werewolves are attacking people now when they're not supposed to. None of it makes sense, guys. Yeah, I did last night state that I had an appointment this morning. Fortunately enough, I was only given 21 hours notice. So before I ended up rescheduling. So Tuesday will be the day I go to this crazy ass appointment by the government. And I'm scared, but I will not stop this channel, and I will not stop questioning things, because without questions, we won't get the answers that we need. These are not irrelevant answers or questions. These questions are powerful, and I demand powerful answers just like you guys should, and I know you do. You guys stand with me. I know you do, and you guys are amazing, and I appreciate your support every day. I am indebted to everybody on this channel. So thank you for all your support. Thank you for being positive, and thank you for being kind to me. And I hope that you guys feel the same about me. With that, I'm going to bid you farewell. Have a great day, guys, and be kind to each other.